What do you think, Poppy? Music videos are pretty cool, huh? An amazing blend of sight and sound.
Well, gee, Clarice, it sure is something, but boy, are we really allowed to watch this?
What do you mean?
I mean, this video program is quite, well, risque. I'm not sure the teacher would approve of us watching. I mean, look at those hip shakes. Oh my! Close it before we get in trouble!
But it was just Elvis.
Poppy, Poppy, girl who slept in 100 years. Poppy, Poppy, she's our favorite teen. Freckles and red hair,
goes through life without a care. Smiles and sunshine,
life is what it seems.
Poppy, Poppy, girl who slept in 100 years. Poppy, Poppy,
the girl of our dreams.
And now, boys and girls, for a brand new radio program we're sure you'll like. Her comics have been a smash hit at webtoons.com and on social media. And now she's ready to start a new auditory adventure. We are pleased to present Poppy, the girl who slept in 100 years. Yes, that's right. Slept in 100 years, she did. A product of the jazzy rip-roaring 1920s, Poppy brings that old-school magic and cheerful optimism to every hardship of our modern age. Our plucky 15-year-old heroine lets nothing get her down and can find a way to smile in any situation. And now, without further ado, let us join our dear Poppy, along with her modern-day friends Clarice, Becky, and Abby, as they gather in the school cafeteria.
Hey, Poppy. Saved you a seat for lunch.
Why, thank you, Abby. Mighty kind of ya.
I don't think you really have to save her a seat, Abby. No one ever wants to sit with us anyway.
Hey now, Becky, don't talk like that. You three are the bee's knees as far as I'm concerned. You are the first friends I ever made in the 21st century, after all. And even if it's just the four of us, then that's always a grand old time.
Nothing gets you down, huh?
And how are you doing, Clarice? Clarice? Clarice!
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just finishing this podcast. Gripping stuff.
Podcast? What's that? Some new genre of music?
No, quite. A podcast is just people talking.
About what?
About, well, anything really. But this one I'm listening to is actually an audio drama. Scripted and everything. It's about a spooky desert town and all its strange people. Every episode is a different event, but there's an overarching plot too.
Oh! So like, a radio show?
Come again?
A radio show. You know, a segmented audio story broadcast at a regular time, usually once a night or every week or so. They were very popular in my day.
Really? They had that back then too?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I may need to delete my review about how original their format is.
Gee, talking about radio shows has gotten me itching to hear some on my old radio. Did you know I still have it?
Really? After all these years?
Indeed. I should bring it out sometime and see if I can pick anything up.
Oh, that would be so cool. A real-life vintage radio from 100 years ago.
I don't really see how a 100-year-old radio would be cool, Clarice.
Yeah, I mean, is super old stuff really that interesting?
Well, we keep Poppy around.
Yeah, Hey!
Oh, come on. It's not super old. It's vintage. Technology was so much different back then. I want to see how it all worked.
Oh, I'd love for you girls to hear my old radio. All right, let's go to my house after school and I'll show you. Here we are.
Man, being in your room is always so weird, Poppy. It's like it hasn't aged in 100 years.
Neither has she.
Okay, now that we're at your place, where's this radio of yours?
Why, it's right here, Clarice.
What is that thing?
It's my radio.
That little wooden box?
Something the matter? You were hitting on all eight to see it.
Well, I guess I was expecting something a little more grand, like fancy and glowy or something, and taller.
Oh, we couldn't afford one that nice. We just got this little personal thing. Look, at first it's an ordinary box, but open the lid and...
Oh, look at all those tubes and switches, and those little metal nodes and gauges.
That more like it, Clarice?
Kinda. Well, it's still cool to see. Does it work?
I think so. It did the last time I used it.
When was that?
1927.
Well, plug it in and let's see then.
All right. First, you have to connect the headphones.
Wow, 100-year-old headphones. Dang. They really haven't changed much, have they?
I'll chirp. I was sure surprised to see the wireless ones you wear, Clarice. So similar. First, we tie the headphone wires on the nodes.
Oh, are you sure that's safe? I mean, it's all exposed metal and wiring and tubes, and what if you shock yourself?
Relax, Abby. It's perfectly safe. As long as you do it before you plug in the lamp socket.
Well, what happens if you plug it into the socket first?
Well, my older brother's hair pointed straight up for a week, so...
Instant Einstein hair, huh? And all I need to do is plug in these cables? Zap, zap, I'm
watch
gonna
where you're
get
pointing
you.
that
Okay,
thing.
come here.
Stop it.
I'm gonna get you. Zap, zap, zap. I'm gonna get you. Get over here.
You're gonna... Drop it.
Oh my God, Poppy, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no.
Look what you did. I told you to stop goofing around. Is it bad?
It doesn't look broken. Let's try plugging it in.
Oh, there goes the tube.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. I didn't.
It's okay, Becky.
No, it's not. I promise. I'll get you a replacement.
A replacement? Wouldn't it just be easier to fix it?
Fix it?
Yeah, fix it. You know, just buy some new parts and put them in. It's not that hard. See, look right here on the inside of the lid. It has schematics and everything.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Isn't that what you future folks do when your pocket telephones and televisions and whatnot break? Buy new parts and fix them?
Not really. We usually just buy new ones altogether.
You buy all new ones? But what happens to the old ones?
Usually they just get thrown out.
Thrown out? Leaping lizards! And here they are complaining about pollution and waste. Why not start by fixing what you already have?
All right. We can soapbox about that later. Right now, let's focus on fixing the radio.
Huh. Well, you're unusually gung-ho.
Yeah, well, I feel bad about what happened, and I was kind of looking forward to hearing it. And I mean, it's important to Poppy, so...
Oh, thank you, Becky. All right, then. It looks like we need a new vacuum tube and circuit board. Any idea where to find that?
Let me check online. I'm sure you can buy parts off of eBay or get one to rip parts from. $800?
This stupid thing is worth that much?
Oh, now I feel even worse.
Maybe it's simply time to say goodbye.
Hold on now. There may be another way. I know of a place that just might have what we need, and for a much lower price.
Man, this place is kind of a dump. Stinks like skunk in here.
Are you sure this place will have radios? It looks kind of sketchy.
It's got a little grit, sure, but it's a good place to find old stuff at a low price.
Gee, I sure hope so.
Welcome to Pete's Pawn.
Good afternoon, sir. We were wondering if you had any radios from 100 years ago.
Huh?
Radios, like this one here.
Huh?
Hey, Cory.
Oh, hey, Becky. Here to look at games again?
Not this time. Looking for radios, like this one.
Huh?
Radios, like this one.
Oh. Why didn't you say so? Round the corner to the back.
Kind of a space cadet, huh?
Yeah, but the upside is he has no idea what things are worth. I've gotten lots of great deals. If they have what we need, we can get it for pennies.
Excellent. I used to buy stuff for pennies all the time.
Welcome to Pete's Pawn.
Hello again. I say, what a magnificent little radio receiver.
Huh?
This 1922 Radiola RCA Westinghouse Areola Senior, it's in great shape. Missing its tube and some wiring? Lucky for me, I have plenty at home. How much?
I don't know. $100?
$100? Sold, my good man.
Thanks. Come again.
No. Thank you, my good man. Woohoo!
Horse feathers. Nothing. Well, it was a good try, Becky.
Maybe another pawn shop? Or even an antique store. I swear, Poppy, I'll find a way to fix your... where's your radio?
What? Hey! It was right here! Where did it go?
Cory!
Huh?
Don't me. What happened to the radio that was here?
Oh, it's sold already. Should have bought it quicker.
What? Bought it? But I brought it here to begin with!
Oh, you did? Well, then here's your cut.
I don't want a cut! I want my radio back!
Cory, how could you sell it? It wasn't even yours to sell.
I sell stuff that isn't mine all the time.
Oh, you scumbag!
Abby!
I'm sorry, Poppy, but he is.
Guess I'll have to scrounge together $800 and buy that one online.
It's okay. Save your money, Becky.
But I owe you a new one.
But I don't want a new one. I want that one. That one was special. That radio was a Christmas gift. Pops bought it for us when I was 7, but Mom didn't like it, so they let me keep it in my room. It was one of the few things I had left of them after I woke up.
Oh, Poppy. I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
That radio meant so much to you.
And now it's gone forever.
You know, the guy just left. You could probably catch him outside and get it back.
What are we waiting for?
Quickly, I see him outside.
He's getting in a truck!
After him!
No. It's applesauce!
He got away!
Anyone get the license plate?
No, but I did see a bumper sticker.
Great. Now we know whoever has Poppy's radio has an honor student kid.
No. Ooh. It was a sticker for a website.
So, how does that help?
Well, anyone who's so into a website that he puts it on his bumper is either a super fan
Or is trying to advertise his own site. You think that website could help us find the guy?
Only one way to find out. Yeah, here we go. Looks like it's a website about super old radios.
Yeah, but who runs it? Is it the guy who has Poppy's radio?
I don't know. I'll have to do some digging. Might take a while, though.
All right. Don't worry, Poppy. We'll get it back.
I don't know what any of that means, but if it'll help find the guy who took my radio, then thank you. Hey, girls. Any updates on tracking down the guy who took my radio yesterday, Abby?
Yep, got a name and address.
Really? How? Did you use your super hacker skills to track his IP address?
No, I emailed him and explained the situation. He said he'd be happy to meet with us to discuss selling us the radio back.
Oh, well, that's good too, I guess.
Sell it back? Well, I guess that's better than nothing.
I'll fork over the dough. I broke it, and I let it accidentally get sold. Maybe my parents can give me a year's advance on my allowance.
I'll chip in too. It was my idea to try and show it off in the first place.
I'll see what I have too. I want to help.
Well, shucks, I guess I'll have to help out too. But that one online was $800. I'm sure he knows that. So even split between the 4 of us, that's $200 each. Do we have that much?
Well, maybe we can explain the situation in detail. After all, he only paid $100 according to Cory. Maybe we can buy it back for the same amount.
We can only hope he's as dumb as Cory.
So where did he want to meet?
He said to meet us at his studio and gave me an address. We can take the city bus after school.
Studio, huh? Are we sure it's safe?
Well, why not? We're just there to buy back my radio. What could be unsafe?
Oh, just meeting a total stranger in a place we've never been. A stranger who shops at Pete's Pawn, mind you.
Well, if it makes you feel better, his name is Andy Grumberson. Here's his picture from the website.
Aw, he's just a harmless old grandpa.
Or a creepy old grandpa.
Becky, you gotta start looking on the optimistic side. Either way, I'm going there after school. You girls coming?
If only to keep you from getting killed, or worse.
Well, this is the place.
It's studio my butt. This is his house.
Looks like we're gonna die.
Stop it. Maybe he just records stuff from his home. You do that too, don't you, Abby?
I wouldn't quite call live streaming in my bedroom a studio.
Well, let's see if we can get that radio back.
Good afternoon. You must be here about the radio.
Hello, I'm Poppy. This is Abby, Becky, and Clarice. I'm the one you accidentally bought the radio from. In a way.
Yes, I read your friend's email, but I'm a little bit cautious in believing it.
Not cautious enough to not give your home address away.
What's a lovely young lady like yourself want with an old hunk of a junk like that?
See? Major creep vibes.
Calm down, he's just being polite.
Hunk of junk? Why, that 1921 Westinghouse Areola Senior was a precious gift from my father.
1922, actually.
Close. It was released for Christmas of 21.
Oh, that's right. Well, you certainly know your radios, little lady.
See, I know everything about that radio. It's one of the last things I have to remember my parents by. And I'd do anything to get it back, sir. I'm willing to buy it back from you. For a fair price.
Well, be that as it may, I actually found quite a good use for it. Not sure I want to part with it so soon.
Aw, please.
If you really want it back, I suppose I could sell it to you. Come on in. I'll get it back together.
Oh, thank you so much.
I want to see if he's got any other old radios.
Oh, wait for me.
So much for caution.
Oh my! Look at all that equipment.
Holy smokes! So many radios and receivers and microphones. And they're all so old.
Yep, this is my recording studio. I run the whole operation from here.
But what do you record?
My podcast, of course. Super old radio podcast. Me and the fellas talk shop and review old tech from the golden age of radio. I thought you knew that. It's all over the website my grandson set up.
In my haste, I might have overlooked what the actual content of the site was.
Young folks. Anyway, it's right.
My radio! What did you do to it? Look at it. It's all strangled together with these other ones. Wires and circuits everywhere.
Now. Calm down. It's just an extra attachment. I can easily remove them and restore your radio.
But if you love my old radio so much, why is it in such a state?
Well, after I replaced the tubes, I was fiddling with it last night. I found a sound that was extraordinarily authentic. It paired up very well with my recording equipment. And when we recorded through the radio, it provides an exact replication of the sound we know and love.
Come again?
Basically, it makes my podcast sound perfectly like an old radio show. Like this. Next up, Collier's Radio Hour.
That's it! That's how my old radio sounded. Oh my gosh, you really know what you're doing.
Yep, it's pretty cool. But if you want it back, I'd be glad to let it go just for the $100 I paid. I did feel kinda guilty buying it for such a low price anyway.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I've got $25 right here.
Me too.
And me. Abby?
Holy smokes!
What is it?
I just looked up his podcast. Over 20 million streams and 4 million subscribers.
4 million?
You're kidding me. You're that popular?
Yep, we've got quite the following. Me and the fellas.
Wait, so you mean the 4 million people listen to your podcast radio show?
Yeah, probably more.
So that means millions of people get to listen to my old radio if I let you keep it?
Oh, well, in a way, I suppose.
Okay, that sounds good to me. You can keep it then.
What? Poppy? But it was your family's radio.
I know. And I wanted it so I could share the memories of what it was like to hear it. I wanted the memories to live on. And if letting Mr. Grumberson use it for his radio show means millions of people can live those memories, then that's perfect.
Oh, Poppy.
I hope you put it to good use and get lots and lots of listeners, Mr. Grumberson.
Thank you, Poppy. I'll be sure to let everyone know of your generosity. Maybe I'll do my next show about this story.
Can't wait to hear it. All right, take care. Ta-ta.
By the way, Mr. Grumberson, can I ask you a favor?
Why, sure. What is it? Oh, okay. For a fair price, of course.
Hey, Abby. Saved you a seat for lunch.
Why, thank you, Becky. Mighty kind of you.
Well, look at you. Guess you're still trying to sort out your karma after losing Poppy's radio, huh?
Yeah, she might have been cool with it, but I still felt pretty guilty. But I think I've been forgiven.
Aw, Poppy doesn't hold a grudge. Ain't that right, Poppy? Poppy? Poppy!
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just finishing up Mr. Grumberson's latest podcast. It sounds so good filtered through my old radio. He's already gotten thousands of new followers.
What are you listening to his podcast on anyway?
Oh, Becky wanted to make it up to me by getting me a more modern listening device.
Don't tell me she gave you a smartphone.
Nope. Even better. I finally upgraded to a 1951 radio.
You know, we still haven't heard what it sounds like yet.
Oh yeah, now's the perfect chance.
Well, what are you waiting for? Let's hear it.
All right, girls. You ain't heard nothing yet. Listen to this.
Well, how about that? Poppy might have lost her radio, but she sure helped a lot of people find out what it was like to listen to it and enjoy it. And we hope you have enjoyed this program. If you'd like to see more of Poppy and Friends, you can read their comic strip adventures online at webtoons.com or tapas.io. They're also in print, with books available from matthewsenn.com/store. That's Matthew, with 2 T's, SENN.com. Over 200 strips await you. And if you want more auditory adventures, let us know by writing a digital comment and mailing it to the comment section, or to contact@matthewsenn.com. Who knows? If we hear from you, you might just hear us again. Poppy, the girl who slept in 100 years, was created by Matthew Senn. The role of Poppy was played by Olivia Ware. Clarice was played by Lynn. Becky was played by Silver Anber Luxx. Abby was played by Robynne's Nest. Cory was played by Sterling Gathergood Luxx. And Mr. Grumberson was played by Vernon Foote. Audio recording, music, and editing was done by Stephan Spekhalskiy. A special thank you to Chris Holmes and the Center for Arts and Technology Okanagan. I've been your host, Carson Cross. Until next time, Poppy fans!
Poppy, Poppy, the girl of